Okay. Hello, good evening. So, how's it going?
No,
No? What's wrong with you?
I am scared.
Are you so scared? Okay.
Yes.
So before we begin the test today, uh, let's introduce a little bit about yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So what's your name?
My name is Hồng Phúc.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
So where do you live?
I live in Hanoi City.
Okay, you live in Hanoi City. So where did you study?
I'm stay. Cô đọc lại câu hỏi được không cô?
Where do you study? Where? Where?
I don't know.
Oh, so what is the name of your school? What is the name of your school?
Primary Văn Khanh.
Okay, so which class are you in?
4A5.
Okay, 4 and 5, very good. So, okay, so now you need to read a short passage. Bây giờ mình sẽ cần đọc cho cô một cái đoạn văn ngắn nha. Okay, this is a passage. Read it.
Evil English teacher. There is an English teacher. His name is Tony. Tony is very bad teacher. Actually, he's an evil English teacher. One day, he comes into his class. The students are waiting for him. He points to a gun and says, "What is Doraemon's favorite food?" The gun is very nervous. She says, "I don't know." The evil teacher is angry. He hits her on the head. The gun cried. All the students are so scared. Tony points to a boy and says, what is the name of Doraemon's best friend?" The boy says, "Nothing." The teacher says, "Go ahead, answer." Now, Tony says, "In other words, you don't know it."
Okay, very good. Thank you. So now let's come to the mini story. Okay. Okay, so hands up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. One day, he comes into his class.
Oh.
So one day, does Tony come into the school?
No.
One day, does Tony come into his house?
No.
One day, does Tony come into his girlfriend's house?
No.
So one day, does Tony come into his class?
Yes.
So one day, does Tony come into Tina's class?
Yes.
Tina's
No.
class? No. Okay, so one day, does Tony come into math class?
No.
One day, does Tony come into English class?
Yes.
So what kind of class does Tony come into?
Into English class.
Who comes into English class?
Tony.
When does Tony come into his English class? When?
One day.
What does he do one day?
He come into his class.
So who comes into his class one day?
Tony.
Where does Tony come to?
His class.
What kind of class?
English class.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now, bây giờ mình sẽ nhìn đến đọc của cô và mình sẽ đoán xem là cô đang nhắc đến cái câu nào nha. Okay.
Cô làm hành động lại đi cô.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. So let's try another sentence. Câu tiếp theo nha.
Tony points to a gun and say, what is Doraemon's favorite food?
Okay. And there's one.
The gun is very nervous.
Okay.
The gun says, I don't know.
Okay.
The gun cries.
Okay. And the last one.
Tony points to a boy and say, what is name the name of Doraemon's best friend?
Okay. What's the name of the best? Okay. Very good. Okay. So congratulations. You finished your test. Okay. Mình sẽ có thể out phòng được nha con.